Hi, I'm D. I review rums, and this is 1833. What's going on, people? How we doing? So, you can see I'm back on the road again. I am currently in Palermo in Sicily, and it's nice. So I got this apartment to myself. I can hear the echo, so I don't know how this will sound on the camera. So I don't have my mic. I'm just using a built-in camera, so this may sound terrible. Sorry, apologies in advance. So I'll keep it to a short review. Weather's beautiful, by the way. So what we have here is a Bacardi, and I've never had a Bacardi rum on the channel before. And I find that quite strange because if you ask people, what's the famous rum brand, I think Bacardi be one of the ones that they mentioned first. Maybe that and Havana Club. So it's odd that I've never had a Bacardi review on the channel. I know I've used Bacardi in my cocktails, but I've never used Bacardi as a review. So we've got a Bacardi 8, and let's give it a go. No mic, so no pop check today. I was in this review in a courtyard. I have a courtyard outside, but it's a bit noisy. So that's why we're inside at the moment. So get close as I can. It's a nice golden colour. Yeah. It smells strong, so you get an ethanol aroma away from it straight away. It's hard to see legs on this glass, it's so 3D, got lots of shapes on the glass, so hard to see straight through it to see what legs are like on it. So I'm going to give that a sip, but it does smell strong. I'm getting maybe a little bit of caramel or brown sugar from this. And a touch of pimento. I can smell pimento in this. There's a sweet sort of brown sugar kind of smell, but definitely a pimento, which is right there. All the way through. Let's give this a taste. Now, as I'm buying time, you may or may not be able to see that this shirt I've got on is completely full of fluff. It's from a hoodie I was just wearing. So yeah, I didn't realize I could do this. It was all in my hair as well. Absolute nightmare. When you buy a new hoodie, you get that. Yeah, so that's what's all over my t-shirt. And in terms of taste, it's a very smooth rum. Caramel aroma passes through the flavour as well. And that pimento aroma, which is so strong as an aroma, is faint as a taste. It's not really there. It sits well with the caramel taste that comes through, which is prevalent. So, you guys know how I feel about rums that are artificially sweet. That feels like someone dumped a whole batch of sugar in it, someone's put some sweetness in it. I'm not getting that from this. This is a rum that is smooth. It's a rum that has that sweetness, but that sweetness is very natural. So someone else, I was in the airport helping these two young ladies out with some rum choices, and they're like, oh, I can see rum. And I asked the question, do you like a sweet versus artificial? And she's like, what does that mean? I tried to explain it, and it's one of those ones that's really difficult to explain it's one of those ones when you taste it, like, I get what you mean. But when something's artificially sweet, it just feels too sick. It's like a sickly sweet, too sugary, too refined. It tastes like sweetener. It tastes like white sugar just dumped into it. When something's naturally sweet, think of like more of a sweetness that you get from honey. Honey is sweet, but it's not sickly sweet. You can have you can put honey in something, and you can still taste the something. And honey blends into it, and it just all the flavors become enhanced. When you dump sugar in something, it just becomes sweet. Again, I'm trying to find the words to explain it, and I think that's the best I can do. But once you sort of taste that difference, it becomes more, oh yeah, guilty meaning. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from it. It's a nice natural sweetness, or either that, or these guys have done very well blending sugars into it, so it tastes more natural. There's always that. I could be fooled, but I'm getting more natural sweetness to it than, oh my gosh, there's a whole bunch of sugar in it. That's been added afterwards, not that comes from the ingredients. But it is a smooth rum. Not getting wind warmer from it at all. It's a good rum. In fact, I'm cheating a little bit because I know this is a good rum, because on my intro video, you know, in the intro video where I'm on the airplane, I'm on Emirates, I look at Emirates. Okay, shaking them all. On that flight, me and a guy, we finished a lot of this on that flight from London to Dubai. It was a good night. By the time I landed, I was just out for the count. But good chat. Anyway, you know what time it is, baby. It's boom, lime time. And you know I don't really do lime time on all my travels. I'm in Sicily and I found a few shops selling fresh limes, and I picked one up. So yeah, I got a lime for us. So let's go. Let it squeeze. So I'm off to the beach today as well, so I might do a little clip on the beach just to get you guys jealous. So the citrus from the lime popped straight through. Lost that pimento aroma, but that caramelly aroma is still very much there. It's become less interesting to smell because the citrus kind of just overpowers everything else. A bit more neutral than it was before previously. Oh, that is good. Oh yeah. So it was smooth before the lime. It's a little bit smoother with the lime. Lime has added a tiny hint of bitterness at the back of the palate. Like a secondary taste. It's also changed the viscosity a little bit. It's made it taste a little bit thinner on your mouth. Before it wasn't thick, but it's just definitely made it a little bit thinner on the mouth. But it's neutralized those flavors a bit more. So the citrus is there. You don't really taste it, but the citrus is there. And what it's done, that sweetness is kind of cut that sweetness a little bit. So it's not as sweet as before. So it's made it put like this. Where I would summarize drinking this with or about the lime. If you like it, so there's two people here. If you're not into sweet drinks, then straight for the lime. Add lime on its own, good stuff. If you like a bit of a sweet drink, I'd say go for the Bacardi, start on it by itself. But I would think that after a while you're going to think, it's getting a bit too much, and then you add the lime so that you can continue drinking, because you don't lose much, you don't lose the flavour. In fact, the flavour profile changes to the better, I believe. But the sweetness goes and makes it something you can drink and enjoy more. Because you've had the line that cuts that sweetness away. 'Cause, you know, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but when something's too sweet, too much, too long, it gets a bit much. Okay. So recommendations for Bacardi 8. Good, versatile rum. I don't think there's many things you couldn't mix with it. You get your classics, your cokes, your lemonades, ginger beers, all that sort of thing. Yep. Would I put in a cocktail? Yes. Would I mix it with juice? Yes. Apple, orange, pineapple. Yes. If you want a sour taste to it, grapefruit, not really my thing, but that grapefruit will make it into a more refreshing drink. This is a good versatile rum. You can do a lot of this rum. So recommendations for the Bacardi 8, everything. But scores on doors. So got buy and keep, buy and enjoy. Now by the way, I'm gonna say buy and enjoy. And let me tell you why. It's a good rum, tastes well, it's very versatile. It's good in its own, good in the mixer. It's a rum, however, that you don't find many places. So it's not one you just go out, pick up off the shelf in the supermarket or the off license or the liquor store. So because of this more scarcity, I would say it elevates it from aight to buy and keep. So back to buy and keep. Sorry, buy and enjoy. But it's not rare enough to be a buy and keep, if that makes sense. So the taste profile is better than aight. If we're just on taste, it'd be between aight and buy and enjoy. But because of the scarcity of the bottle, it's definitely push it to the category. But it's not rare enough to be a buy and keep. That's what I mean. So this is solid buy and enjoy. A good rum, you can have some pounds. I'm gonna have some on the beach today. We've got some pals over here in Palermo as well, so we're gonna have a great time on the beach today and get good in the sunshine.